Hello students, welcome in chemistry classes, and we are discussing the lectures on the quantum mechanics. In our previous lecture, we have studied about the Huckel's molecular orbital theory, and we have discussed the problem based on the allyl system. We have sent the different examples. Okay, now we have to see some more examples and some more problems, and one of the important example here is the 1,3-butadiene system. It is a linear polyene. We can see here there are 4 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It means n will be equal to 4. Okay, so we have to make here a 4 into 4 secular determinant. And how to make it? You can make either in the detailed process. You can write here H11 minus ES11 in this way. 4 terms you have to write here and 4 terms here. Okay, now I am giving you the short trick how to apply this. So firstly, here you have to make a 4 into 4 matrix in this way. Okay, this is a 4 into 4 matrix, right? Now at the diagonals you have to write in this manner x x x x. Okay, and then here you have to put 1 1 1, here 1 1 1. Okay, now rest of the terms will be equal to 0 because it is a case of the linear polyenes. But when we are considering the cyclic polyenes, then these terms will not be equal to 0. This will be equal to 1. Okay, so this thing you should keep in the mind. Okay, here this will be equal to 0 because it is a acyclic linear polyene, right? So this will be equal to 0. And when we are solving for it, we are getting the values of the x. We are getting 4 different values. It means this equation, the equation will have the 4 roots. Firstly, see what is the equation here. When we are solving this, we will get this equation x4 x to power 4 minus 3x square plus 1 will be equal to 0. And when we are solving this, we are getting 4 roots. One, x is equal to minus 1.618, another one will be x is equal to minus 0.618, third one will be x is equal to plus 0.618, and fourth one will be x is equal to plus 1.618. Okay, and we know x is equal to alpha minus E upon beta, so we can put these values in that equation so that we will get the values of the energy. Okay, so what will be the values of energy? The first value for E1 we are getting, that is equal to alpha plus 1.618 beta. Okay, another we will get E2 is equal to alpha plus 0.618 beta. E3 will be equal to alpha minus 0.618 beta, and fourth one will be E4 is equal to alpha minus 1.618 beta. Okay, now we have to see their order. It means which one is lower in energy and which one is higher in energy. So we know that this beta is always negative. So this positive value, this is the highest value now. So this will be lower in energy. It means when we are plotting a graph in this way, these are the energy levels. When we are seeing the energy levels, then the lowest one will be this E1. It means alpha plus 1.618 beta. This will be the lowest level. Okay, then which level will come here? This level, alpha plus 0.618 beta. Okay, and then see the third one will be this one. And then fourth one will be this one. Okay, alpha minus 1.618 beta. This is the fourth level, E4. Okay, this is E4, this is E3, E2 and E1. Okay, now when we are putting here the electrons, how to put here electrons, how to fill them? We know number of electrons will be equal to 4 because n is equal to 4, so there are 4 pi electrons. So firstly 2 electrons we have to fill here, and then 2 electrons we have to fill here. Okay, in this way the electrons will be filled here. Okay, now the next thing is to find out the coefficients and the wave functions. How we can find out the values of this C1, C2, etc. and the wave functions. For this, firstly we have to see the secular determinant. in this way, okay. And then we have to write down here C1, C2, C3, C4, etc. And then we have to multiply these terms with this C1, C2, etc. okay, so that we can make 4 linear equations in this manner. See here, C1x plus C2, firstly I am multiplying these terms with this one, okay. First line, C1x plus C2, and this term will be equal to 0, so this will be equal to 0. Now see here, C1 plus C2x plus C3 will be equal to 0. Now we comes to the third line, so this will be equal to 0, and here C2 plus C3x plus C4 will be equal to 0. Okay, now see the fourth line here, this will be equal to 0 and this will be 0. So here we are getting C3 plus C4x is equal to 0. Now what we have to do here, we have to put here the 4 different values of x. When we are putting here the value of x is equal to minus 1.618, this will be for bonding molecular orbital, okay. So when we will put here this value, we are getting 4 values, C1 and C4 will be equal to 0.372 and C3 and C2 will be equal to 0.602, okay. In this way you can calculate whole the equations for every value of the x, so that you can find out the coefficients value, okay. And then we have to put these values in the wave functions, so that we are getting 4 different wave functions. First one is this is psi1, so its value will be equal to 0.37251 plus 0.60252 plus 0.60253 plus 0.37254, okay. Similarly, psi2 will be equal to 0.60251 plus 0.37252 minus 0.37253 and then minus 0.60254. Similarly, third wave function will be equal to 0.60251 then minus 0.37252 then minus 0.37253 and then plus 0.60254. And last one, psi4, its value will be 0.37251 then minus 0.60252 then plus 0.60253 and then again minus 0.37254. In this way we are getting 4 different wave functions. Now you can see here, in this case there are all are positive signs. It means the wave function is not changing sign. So this will be called the bonding molecular orbital, okay. And this wave function will not have any node. This will be 0 node, okay. In this case you are seeing here the wave function is changing sign here. These terms are positive and this is minus minus. So wave function is changing sign here, so it will have 1 node. In this case wave function is changing sign, one here and another here, so it will have 2 nodes, right. And in this case wave function is changing sign 1 times here, another times here and third time here, so it will have 3 nodes, okay. So in this case 0 node, 1 node, 2 node and 3 nodes. So we can also make them here. How to make them? In this way we have to make 4 different orbitals, suppose, and fourth one. Now in this case you will have no nodes, so all will be positive here and negative here, okay. This will be called psi1 with no node, right. And then this comes, this will have 1 node I have already told you about this in my videos of the pericyclic reactions, so you can see that videos also. So here this is changing the sign, so this will be now negative and this will be positive. Okay, so this is Psi2 with one node. Okay, and here in this case this will be positive and here this will be negative. This positive, these are negative and this will be positive. So see here, wave function is one time changing sign here and another time here. So this is Psi3 with two nodes. Similarly, see here, this is positive, this is negative, this is positive, this is negative. Okay, so wave function is changing time. So wave function is changing sign 3 times. So it will have 3 nodes. Okay, in this way we have to make the wave functions. Okay, now see the next thing, that is total pi electron energy. And how to find out it? I have already told you the energy for the total number of pi electrons, and we know that 2 electrons are present in the E1 level and 2 electrons are present in the E2 level, right? So 2 into alpha plus 1.618 beta plus 2 alpha plus 0.618 beta. So this will be equal to now 4 alpha plus 4.472 beta. Okay, this will be the total pi electron energy. Another important thing here is the delocalization energy. If we assume that the 1,3-butadiene is formed by the combination of 2 separate ethylene molecules, it means by the combination of 2 isolated double bonds. So in the case of 2 isolated double bonds, it means 2 ethylene molecules. What will be the energy? The energy will be equal to 2 into 2 alpha plus beta, because we know that in ethylene the true electrons was in the case alpha plus beta orbital or alpha plus beta energy level. So there are 4 electrons, so this energy will be equal to now 4 alpha plus 4 beta, and when we subtract this energy from this one, we are getting the delocalization energy. So this energy, delocalization energy, will be equal to 4 alpha plus 4.472 beta minus this energy 4 alpha plus 4 beta. So what we are getting here? This energy will be equal to 0.472 beta. It means there is somewhat delocalization energy present. So this molecule is stable molecule. Okay, now we have to see the cases of the cyclic polyenes, cyclic conjugated polyenes, and one of the example is cyclobutadiene. Now see here, there are 4 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it is a 4 into 4 system, n is equal to 4. So we have to make here a 4 into 4 secular determinant. And how to make it? See here, in a short manner, you can see here, firstly 1, 2, 3, 4, in this way you have to do here. Okay, now at the diagonals you have to write down x, or if we have given in the terms of alpha minus e, then you have to write down here alpha minus e. Okay, and in place of 1 you can write beta whenever we have given in the terms of alpha minus e and beta. Okay, now I am giving you here in the terms of x. So here we have to write x at the diagonal and then we have to write down 1 in this manner. Okay, this is. Now see here, in the linear polyenes there was no bond between C1 and C4, but in the cyclobutadiene there is a bond between the corner carbon atoms, it means C1 and C4. So we have to write down here 1 and here 1. This is for H14 and this will be for H41 and this for H14. So we have to write down here 1 1. Okay, and here we have to write down 0 0. In this way you have to make the secular determinant here. Okay, now we have to see the energy levels, and I am giving you the energy levels by our short formula. What was the formula for cyclic polyenes? We know that formula is EJ is equal to alpha plus 2 beta cos 2j pi upon n. Okay, so we have to put here the values. Now we know there is n is equal to 4, so there will be 4 energy levels. So we have to find out 4 energy levels. Firstly, for when j is equal to 0, it means E0. So this will be equal to alpha plus 2 beta, and put here cos 2 into 0 into pi upon n is equal to 4, right? Now this is 0 to whole term will be equal to 0, and value of cos 0 is 1. So this energy level is alpha plus 2 beta. Okay. Now see another one. Here we have to put the values of j in plus minus 1, plus minus 2, etc. Okay. So firstly I am writing here plus 1. So it will be equal to alpha plus 2 beta cos 2 into plus 1 into pi upon 4. Okay. So this will be now equal to pi by 2, and value of cos pi by 2, it means cos 90, will be equal to 0. So this term will be 0. So this energy level is alpha. Okay. Similarly, see here for minus 1, when j is equal to minus 1. So in this case, alpha plus 2 beta cos 2 into minus 1 pi upon 4. Now we are getting here cos minus pi by 2, and you should know here that the value of cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. So this will be equal to cos 90 and 0. So it will be equal to 0. Whole term is 0. So this is alpha. Another energy level is alpha. Okay. Now we have to find out the fourth level, because in this case we will have only 4 energy levels, right? So we have to see here for plus 2. So this term will be alpha plus 2 beta cos 2 into 2 into pi upon 4, right? So what we are getting here? We are getting here cos pi, and value of cos pi is equal to minus 1. So this will be equal to minus 1. So we are getting the level alpha minus 2 beta, right? So now we have 4 levels: alpha plus 2 beta, alpha, alpha, and alpha minus 2 beta. And which one will be lower in energy? This. Okay. So now we are making here the energy levels according to the energies. So firstly see here, this will be lowest level. It means alpha plus 2 beta, right? And then here we will have 2 labels that are doubly degenerate, because we have 2 labels alpha. These are alpha labels, alpha, alpha. Okay. And now see here, we will have third label, that is alpha minus 2 beta. Okay. This is alpha minus 2 beta, and this is alpha plus 2 beta, right? Now we have to fill here the electrons. The number of electrons is 4. So 2 electrons will be here, and 1 here, and another here. In this way we have to fill here the electrons, right? So 2 electrons are in alpha plus 2 beta, and 2 electrons are here in the alpha labels. Okay, now we have to see the delocalization energy in the case of cyclobutadiene, and this question has already been asked in the CSIR Net exam. You can see the question paper which year this was asked, but this question was asked here. Okay, so we have to find out delocalization energy. For this we should know firstly the pi electron energy. What will be pi electron energy here? We know 2 electrons are present in the alpha plus 2 beta level. So we have to write down here 2 alpha plus 2 beta, and then 2 electrons are present in alpha level. So this will be pi electron energy, right? And now we have to find out the delocalization energy. For this we have to subtract this energy from the energy of the 2 isolated bonds. It means 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 2 alpha. This we have to subtract from the energies of the 2 double bonds. It means 2 ethylene molecules. If we are considering the case of 2 ethylene molecules, as I have told earlier, so this will be equal to 4 alpha plus 4 beta. Okay, so when we are calculating it, it will be equal to 2 alpha plus 4 beta plus 2 alpha minus 4 alpha minus 4 beta. Okay, this term will cancel out, right? And this will also cancel out. So we are getting this is equal to 0. It means in this case the delocalization energy is 0. So this molecule is unstable. Okay, now see this question from December 2018. Here the question is one of the Huckel molecular orbital of 1,3-butadiene is. We have given this molecular orbital, okay, wave function for this, and now we have to find out the energy of this orbital in the terms of the Coulomb and the resonance integrals. It means alpha and beta. We have now given the 4 options, and if you have seen this our lecture of this 1,3-butadiene, I have already told you in this lecture about the 1,3-butadiene. If you have seen that carefully, then you can do this question in seconds. For this question, what you have to do? Just we have to firstly label these energy levels according to their energy. It means firstly see here what is the lowest energy level. We know that beta is negative, so this will be lowest in energy. Okay, so lowest will be alpha plus 1.62 beta, and then alpha plus 0.62 beta. Okay, and third one will be alpha minus 0.62 beta, and then fourth one will be alpha minus 1.62 beta, right? These will be energy levels. And now we have given this wave function. If you see this wave function carefully, we can see here there is one node here at this point, okay, because the wave function is changing sign here. These are plus terms and these are minus terms, so wave function is changing sign one time. So it means this will have one node, right? One node means psi2 molecular orbital, right? So we have to see this is psi1, this is psi2, this is psi3, and this is psi4. It means in this case there is one node, so this is the energy level. It means the energy level is alpha plus 0.62 beta, right? This one. Okay, now see this question from December 2013. The question is the energy for a single electron excitation in cyclopropynium cation according to Huckel's molecular orbital theories, and we have given 4 different options. Okay, for doing such type of questions, we need to know the Huckel's molecular orbital theory for this particular ion, cyclopropynium cation. So we are studying here the Huckel's molecular orbital theory for cyclopropynium cation and how to solve this particular question, right? So see here, firstly the structure of this ion, cyclopropynium cation. Okay, it means there are 3 carbon atoms, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and actually it is a aromatic compound, and so charge will be here in this manner. Okay, this is resonance stabilized aromatic system, right? So now see here the number of carbon atom is equal to 3. It means n is equal to 3. So we have to make a 3 into 3 secular determinant, right? And how to make it? I have already told you. Firstly, make in this way 3 into 3 matrix. Now write down here at the diagonals we have to write down x. Okay, now see here all the carbon atoms are joined directly. There is a bond between C1 C2, C2 C3 and C3 C1. Okay, so here we have to write down 1 1 and 1 because there is a direct bond between all the carbon atoms, right? So this will be our secular determinant, right? Now for finding out the energy of the energy levels, we can use our short formula. We does not need to calculate by this. We can use our formula. And what was the formula for cyclic polyenes? I have already told you. This is the formula. Ez is equal to alpha plus 2 beta cos 2j pi upon n. This is the formula. So now we have to find out 3 energy levels because this is n is equal to 3, so there will be 3 energy levels. So we have to use j is equal to 0, j is equal to plus 1 and j is equal to minus 1. So see here, firstly when j is equal to 0, then this value will be equal to alpha plus 2 beta cos 2 into 0 into pi upon n. So value of cos 0 is equal to 1, so this level will be alpha plus 2 beta, right? Now for j is equal to plus 1, alpha plus 2 beta cos 2 into 1 into pi divided by 3. There will be 3, okay, this is 3. So this will be now equal to 2 pi by 3, it means cos 120 degree, and its value is equal to minus half. So when we are putting here minus half, this becomes alpha minus beta. This is another level, this is one level, this is another one. Now see, for E is equal to minus 1, J is equal to minus 1, E minus 1, okay. So this will be equal to alpha plus 2 beta cos 2 into minus 1 into pi divided by 3. Now this will be equal to minus 2 pi by 3, and we know that the value of cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. So this value and this value will be same. So here will be alpha minus beta, right? So we can see here these are doubly degenerate levels. Both are having the same energy. Now we have to make the energy levels. So see here. One level, the lower level will be alpha plus 2 beta because beta is negative. So this will be now alpha plus 2 beta, okay. And the another level is this one. These are two levels that have the same energy, alpha minus beta, alpha minus beta. So these are doubly degenerate, okay. Now in this case, how many electrons are present? We know that in the cyclopropenium cation there are 2 electrons, right? And if we have given a radical, suppose we have given a radical, then there will be 3 electrons, and if we have given the anion, then there will be 4 electrons, right? So in this case we have given the cation, so number of electron is 2, and these 2 electrons will be present in the this level, lower level, okay. So these are 2 electrons that are present in alpha plus 2 beta level, and now we have to find out the energy. So in the question we have asked the energy for single electron excitation, yeah, right? So firstly see here the energy when the both electrons are present in ground level, it means E naught, okay, ground state energy. So both electrons are in alpha plus 2 beta level, so this will be equal to 2 alpha plus 2 beta. So this will be equal to 2 alpha plus 4 beta, right? Now see, when one electron is excited from this level to this one, in this way, right? So there will be one electron here and one in this level, okay. So now the energy of the excited state will be alpha plus 2 beta plus alpha minus beta, because one electron is now in the alpha minus beta level, okay. So this will be equal to 2 alpha plus beta, right? Now we have to find out the energy of excitation, how much energy we need. So that is the difference between these two levels. So it will be equal to 2 alpha plus 4 beta minus 2 alpha plus beta, okay. So this will be equal to 3 beta, this will be equal to 3 beta, right? So this is our answer. Now you can match here, this option is the right one. Okay, now see the case of the benzene. Here the number of electrons is equal to 6, number of carbon atom is equal to 6, so N is equal to 6, okay. So we have to make a 6 into 6 secular determinant, and how to make it I have already told you how to make it. So for this what we have to do here, x1 0 0 0 0, and then here x will go here, okay, in this manner, right? 6 values at 6 diagonals, and then put here 1 in this way, right? Okay, and then the rest of the values will be equal to 0, only this one, the last value here will be equal to 1, and the last value here will be equal to 1, and then all other values will be equal to 0 in this manner, okay. So this thing we have to do here. So this will be our secular determinant, and now we have to find out the energy levels, for which we have to use the formula EJ is equal to alpha plus 2 beta cos 2j pi upon n, okay. So firstly write down here J is equal to 0. So we are getting alpha plus 2 beta cos 2 into 0 into pi upon n. So this value will be equal to 0. So cos 0 is equal to 1. So this level is alpha plus 2 beta. Now here we have to find out the 6 energy levels because value of n is equal to 6. So this is one level, another one plus 1. So this value comes alpha plus 2 beta cos 2 into 1 into pi upon this one is 6. Okay, so write down here 6 divided by 6. Okay, so here we are getting pi by 3 and value of pi by 3 it means cos 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2. So here we are getting another level is equal to alpha plus beta. Okay, similarly E minus 1 will be equal to, this will also be alpha plus beta. Okay, then we have to find out for E plus 2. J is equal to plus 2. So now see here alpha plus 2 beta cos 2 into, here we have to put down 2 pi upon 6. It means this is equal to 2 pi by 3 or cos 120 degree and its value is equal to minus half. So when we are putting here minus half, this label will be alpha minus beta. Okay, similarly when we are putting E is equal to minus 2, this label will also be alpha minus beta. Okay, and then we have to put here E is equal to 3. So we are getting alpha plus 2 beta cos 2 into 3 into pi upon 6, right? So this is equal to cos pi and value of cos pi is minus 1. So when we are putting here minus 1, this will be equal to alpha minus 2 beta. Okay, so we have already find out here the 6 levels. Now we have to put down them according to their energies. So the lowest one will be alpha plus 2 beta. Okay, and then these two levels that are doubly degenerate, it means these are alpha plus beta levels. Okay, and then we have to put down here alpha minus beta levels, and then last one, this is alpha minus 2 beta. Okay, so these are the 6 levels and the number of electrons is equal to 6. So 2 electrons will be here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It means total 6 electrons is filled in this manner. Okay, so this will be about the benzene, and I have told you about all of the examples in a very clear manner. If you have seen my both of the videos, you can understand the Huckel's molecular orbital theory in a very clear manner. Okay, and if you like this video, please share it. Thank you.